How to double sales from your email offers. Hello, Mike Searles here, and it's just gone 6:30 a.m. Saturday morning here in Melbourne, Australia, which means I'm still in bed, but I had to get up and to do this live stream quickly, how to double your sales from your email offers, because let me just take a sip of coffee if you'll allow me to, because I am just getting started for the day. And this is going to be a quick but important message, especially if you're a digital marketer. Oh, thank you, Valerie, sending me nice hearts. I appreciate that. Especially an important message, especially if I'll take those hearts all day, every day, especially if you are a digital marketer and you are sending messages, notifications, and invitations to buy, quote unquote, to your email list, whether it's on Substack or off Substack, because you've got an offer. You've got a digital PDF, you've got a course, you've got something that you're selling. It's available. And that is marketing. That's what marketing is all about, or part of it. So the tip comes from, the title is How to Double Your Sales. Now, that's a bold claim, isn't it, to double your sales? But I'm going to back it up. How to double your sales from your email offers. And this tip I'm sharing comes from my mentor in marketing and copywriting when I used to write copywriting for a living. When I used to write copy for a living, sales copy, Dan Kennedy. There's a lot of people you can learn marketing from, direct response marketing in particular, and Dan Kennedy is one of the best. All right, let's get to it. Oh, by the way, why the cap? Do you think I sleep with this on? No, not at all, but it's a part of my signature look, and it's about pattern recognition. And if you go on video like I'm doing now, if presenting yourself on video, whether it's on Substack or on another platform, if you're presenting yourself regularly to your viewers, your audience, your subscribers, do something that is repeated, that is related to your appearance, whether it's a cap, it's the color of the rims of the glasses, it's a shirt or a something, or your environment, the bookshelf behind you or something like that. Pattern recognition is very important. But anyway, that's by the by. Valerie, I'm talking to you right now, and I'm so glad you're on the live call. Now, all right, so you've got an offer. Let's make it specific to Substack. You're a writer and a digital creator. And let's say you've written a PDF that teaches something based on your experience, your expertise. And so you've put your insights into the PDF, and it's available for sale on a digital platform. Maybe it's Gumroad, maybe it's PayHip, maybe you've got it somehow sitting somewhere else on a website of your own, and you're about to send an email to your list, that is to your subscribers, and you're going to say, hey, I've just produced this PDF and it's now for sale and it's $19. If you click this link, that's where you can go to buy it, okay? And that would be email number one, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. And you may get, let's say you get, keep it really simple. Let's say from that one email, you get 10 sales. Fantastic celebrations and high fives and fist pumping. Their success, 10 sales from sending one email. Now, here's what most people would do, particularly those who haven't come from a marketing background. They think, oh, okay, 10 sales, fantastic, and that's it. So the whole campaign started and finished with one email notification, 10 sales. Now, you're leaving money on the table, and here's what's been verified over and over by others, and including myself, which is why I'm talking about it now. If you sent a second and a third email notification, not consecutive days, but days in between. So if day one was sending email number one, day 5 may be email number 2, which is a reminder. And then day 3 may be, email number 3 may be day 10 in the whole campaign with here's the final reminder. Email number 2 and email number 3 could and likely will match or close to match the results that you got in sales from email number 1. So what that means is this. Email number 1 you sent out, you got 10 sales, fantastic. Email number 2 you send out 5 days later, you pick up another 5 sales, 6 sales. There's 5 or 6 sales you wouldn't have got if you didn't send the second email. But don't stop there. Email number 3, you're likely to pick up another 3, 4, 5 sales. So the emails that you send, email number 2 and email number 3, could match the sales that you actually got in email number 1. Now, if you're in, that's the essence. You could leave this live stream now, and that's the essence of the message. But let me back it up with the story, because, excuse me, viewers, I'm going to have another coffee. Valerie and Lucy Fur, thank you for joining. It's early. I don't know where you are in the world right now and what time of the day it is or night, but here in Melbourne, Australia, it's just 6:35 a.m. Saturday, and I'm still in bed. I got up to make this cup of coffee. I put my cap on. Do you want to see what I look like without the cap? Why not? Hey, look at that hair. That's not really why I wear the cap. I couldn't care less if I'm bald. Quite frankly, I really couldn't care. But it's pattern recognition. The cap is something. If you look at my profile image on Substack, you'll see that I'm wearing the cap. And I didn't give much thought to it. I just thought that's a photo. It's actually a digitally enhanced photo of a real photo of my picture of a real photo of me. And I thought, okay, I'll use that as my profile image. And then I was on a live stream some time ago, pardon me, and Jeffrey Veal here today, gone tomorrow. So good to have you with me, mate. How's it over in Manila there? Good heavens, you're up early. It's only about 4:36 a.m. over there in Manila, isn't it? Yep. The cap. Somebody said to me in the comments of a live stream, I didn't recognise you on the video because you're not wearing a cap. And I thought, aha. I did a bit of research. And who's somebody who was a regular on the television for those in North America? Larry King, somebody who I study for interviewing skills, and he had his braces, didn't he? His suspenders. Anyway, back to how to double your sales when you are emailing your notifications. Dan Kennedy taught it. Excuse me. The whole principle of email number 1, email number 2, email number 3 goes way back, and Dan Kennedy learnt this lesson from the days of what's called direct mail. So before internet, back in the days when marketers would buy and own a list of mailing addresses, so domestic home addresses or business addresses, to send offers that were printed on a piece of paper, put in an envelope. The envelope was stamped, and the envelope with the stamp was mailed to somebody's address, home or business. And that was the old pre-internet direct response or direct mail marketing. And it was nearly 100 years ago. There was I can't remember the guy's name, but the story is that it was the book club. That's right, the book club. About 100 years ago or thereabouts, books were marketed to mums and dads and people at home, and the messages, the offers, were put into envelopes and mailed 3 times, a minimum of 3 times. You could go 4 or 5 actually, but a minimum of 3 times. Actually, Dan Kennedy created the whole concept of magnetic marketing based on the 1, 2, 3 formula of sending your messages and your marketing. Lumpy Mail loved it. Oh yes, Lumpy Mail. That is another story, not so relevant today, but still, I hear, Jeffrey, that direct mail is making a comeback, believe it or not. I don't know, the costs would be a bit prohibitive in these days of the mailing. But anyway, we'll come back to that. I've done Lumpy Mail myself back in the day, and it's very successful. All right, so to summarise, How do you double your sales when you're emailing your offers? Don't just stop at email number 1. Now, why might you stop at email 1? Why might you think, I don't want to send email number 2 and email number 3 about the same offer? Well, I can imagine if you're not an experienced marketer, there'd be trepidation and the fear that you're going to upset, quote unquote, upset your readers. And oh, heaven forbid, some of them might unsubscribe from your email list. Well, guess what? Get used to it. That will happen. Not may happen. It will happen. I don't worry about upsetting people because some people wake up and they're ready to be upset, like like a professional runner on the starting line at the Olympic Games, waiting for the starter's gun to fire. Some people are ready for the starter's gun to fire because they want to be triggered to be upset. So that's going to happen anyway, but in small numbers, thankfully. And some people, for their own reasons, will subscribe to you and unsubscribe from you. And that just is the nature of the beast. And we don't let that worry us. And in fact, I would encourage you to not even look at your subscription unsubscribe numbers or statistics because it's just there's nothing to gain from it. So overcome the fear and trepidation about sending a second and a third email. Test it. That's all you've got to do is test it for yourself. Don't even believe me if you don't want to. Just take it as information to be tested. Test it for yourself. If you've got an offer coming up and you're going to email your list, plan it to email at least 3 times. Your first email is your full email, the one that's the longest in the length of the email to explain to your subscribers what your offer is. Wait 3, 4, 5 days perhaps and send a second email about 3/4 to half the length of the first email, reminding your subscribers of the offer. And then wait another 3, 4 days and then send a final email and say in your email copy, which is about 1/4 of the length of the email number 1, here's a quick reminder, this is what's on offer, but this is the last time I'm going to email you. But say that literally in the email. This is my last email to let you know about this offer. If you've got an end date, because scarcity works in marketing, if you've got a limited number of the items that you have for sale, or you've got an end date to the promotion, then you simply put that in that third email. Hi guys, or hi, however your salutation is. A final reminder about my PDF for $19. Sale ends at midnight tonight. And here's the link if you're interested and you haven't bought yet, but you're thinking about it. This is your last chance and I won't be emailing you again about it. And that's it. And send that off. You will match close to, not always, 70%. Look, even if you get 10 sales from your first email and you pick up an extra 3 sales from the second and the third email combined, mean your whole campaign got you 13 sales. Those last 3 sales you wouldn't have got if you didn't send your second and third email. That's the tip. That's the message. How to double your sales from your email offers. Send a second and third email. I appreciate people for viewers for joining me. This is Mike Searle signing off. And what happens when I'm on the phone, I don't know about you guys, but the perspective on the phone, the end button for going live is not visible. This happened to me the last time. I think this is why I don't do lives on my phone, because when you want to end the live stream, the end button isn't visible, which is a little bit. Let's see if it's hidden in there. Isn't that interesting? I can't find the end button. Pardon my finger stabbing away here. Oh, how annoying. And that's technology, isn't it? See, now that's that's a glitch as far as I'm concerned. I would want to let Substack know about that. But if you go onto support, you end up talking to Substack's AI, and you get the runaround for 15 minutes, and you don't get anywhere. But I don't know. Actually, tell me in comments too if you're watching this via the replay. If you do a live stream on your phone, and I'm using a Galaxy Android phone, so you might be using an iPhone. On the interface, can you see the button that says end live stream? Because I cannot see it here. So what I'm going to have to do is just go out and just exit the window because I can't see the button here. No. Keep going, some more special. Yes, that's it, Jeffrey. You turned my world upside down. Good one, Jeff. What are you doing awake there? It's 4:44 a.m. in Manila, Jeff. How's the picture, by the way? Appreciate you coming onto my live streams, Jeffrey. You'd be hot in Manila right now, wouldn't you? It'd be middle of summer, I think. Getting close. You think got 2 seasons in the Philippines, haven't you? I used to say when I was living there in the Philippines, only humans sleep. Yes, I always thought you're non-human. You're not still tippling into your whiskey, is it? Are you at 4 o'clock in the morning? Surely, tell me no. When we lived in, it's raining. Okay, well, if it's raining in Manila right now, it wouldn't be raining, drizzling. It'd be teeming down in heavy drops. I used to say when we were in the Philippines with my wife, living there, there's only 2 seasons in the Philippines. There's hot and there's wet and hot. All right, mate, I've got to find a way to get out of this, Jeffrey. I've got to find a way to end this live stream. Cannot see the button anywhere, so I'm just going to exit the whole. Jeffrey, have a great day ahead, mate. And I really appreciate you, and I appreciate you for joining my live streams. I do.